Welcome back in. That's Christian Vieri there, trying to take my job off me. RIYAD Mahrez trained with his club Leicester City on Friday for the first time since the transfer window closed, the January transfer window, that is. Now, he'd been absent since a possible move to Manchester City failed to materialise. He'd also submitted a written transfer request in a bid to force the switch, but Leicester's fee was one Man City refused to pay. If we're to put it into dollars, we're talking about $110 million. Now, Mahrez has also been dealt a hefty fine for not turning up at work. But we would like to ask the panel, who's right here, Leicester City or RIYAD Mahrez?
Okay, first thing I want to say, I hope Leicester City goes to the championship. Because what they did to Ranieri, I'm never going to forget that. Second thing, if a player wants to leave, he should leave. I don't know why. I watch games, so I'm not blind. I can see games. How you can offer £70 million for Mahrez, where I'm saying max, maximum is worth £20 million, not dollars or euro, pounds. That's even more. And they said no, they want 90 million. But where are we? What's wrong in England? What's wrong with you guys?
I mean,
what's wrong with you guys in England?
I can't believe Leicester. There's something wrong with Leicester for not taking the money and allowing them to go, because they did. And remember, this is the game tomorrow. Leicester play against Man City, so it'll be interesting to see. But he'll probably not be there. I'll probably leave him at home. But I don't think he's worth that much money. I think Leicester must crazy not to take 70 million for him. Leicester should have took the money.
70 million.
Hey, listen, you know, we've seen it before, Kay. These players, they get their heads turned so many times. I mean, we saw it with Suarez, we saw it with Coutinho. The players signed a contract. They should, you know, commit to it and hold on. It turns the fans away from players like this. But the players usually get what they want.
But he was promised it. If you go back a year when they were selling Leicester, and he wanted to move then, and they said, look, we need you, stay, but we will let you leave. So I guess in the player's mind, he's thinking when a decent offer comes, and I agree with you both, that's a fantastic offer for what really is not a great player.
He's a very good player, though, Gary.
But he really is. What, $80, $90 million? I mean, that's crazy.
$400,000 in 2014 to Roma to get him, actually. And he struggled this year a little bit since Klopp came in and turned the team around, actually. They were in relegation, now in 7th place, and he has benefited. He cares about this player.
He's dealt with the situation very well, Claude Puel.
Absolutely, Kay. I think so, you know, because he's never said anything negative. There's a code of conduct in terms of their contracts that they can't say too much about the player. He's getting fined. In the NFL, there's holdouts, you know, the guys all the time to get more money or to get somewhere else. He's coming back with a good attitude, according to PL
absolutely. And that's what Coutinho did. They came back with the pale bucket and they put it in. But evidently there was agreements made that this player would be allowed to leave, just like two of the other championship teams.
He was the PFA Player of the Year.
That's
2016.
Right.
I mean, he's not 90 million, but 70 million. I would have taken it.
I'm going to call Guardiola.
Yeah.
I have to ask him, how can you spend £70 million? I want to hear what he's going to say, because it's not. For me, it's a circus here. It's become a circus.
But here's the thing, and this doesn't apply to you because you played later. But for me, I'm struggling to get to grips with how much power the players have. You want to leave, you go, you know what, boss, I want to go. I'm not happy here. I don't like the weather. I don't like the fact I'm only playing every second game. And back in the 80s, you couldn't even get a weekend off.
No, it's different.
You were injured. You had to turn up every single day for 9 months. It's totally.
What about his teammates as well? I mean, that's the other knock-on effect. The teammates, when he comes back into that locker room, what's the reaction?
You know what they're going to say? They're going to say, what are you doing here?
Yeah,
£70 million, you're going to get €7-8 million. How much you get here? $2 million. What are you doing here?
They would support him, wouldn't they? They'd support him. And he can come back and play. He's a good player. But,
I don't know.
But it's just an unhappy player. Now you've got to park this whole thing till the end of the season and then try and move him on. That's just crazy, Leicester City. Take the money.